to go this way. Let's go ahead and do a test run. Collective earth, air, fire, and water signs. We're going to do a test run. Okay. Hold on. This is not doing what they're supposed to. We're going to see what the energies are right now. See what's going on. I wish I had my glasses. All right, collective earth, air, fire, and water signs. Hopefully you can hear me clearly. I want to see something. All right, let's go ahead and see what is the overall message here. Thank you for the like. What is the overall message for the collective earth, air, fire, and water signs? Most High, thank you so much for blessing with the gift of intuition as an intuitive reader. Allow this reading to bring clarity, confirmation, understanding for the viewer. Thank you. What is the overall? Fine wine. Okay. This is about the overall message within this reading, collective. It's about, for some of you, it's about centering yourself. Others of you is becoming whole. Mind, body, and soul. What is the advice? Please do not force this if this does not resonate with you. Being whole again. Others of you, it's about centering yourself so that you can become whole. Fine wine. You know, when we think about the process of fine wine, the older the wine is, the more value it has to it. The more the taste is fine. Some of you are attractive and don't even realize that you are attractive. Also, what I'm getting here is that everything is going to be fine as you find your center. For others of you, everything is going to be, it's okay for you to become whole again. Okay. We have trust your gut feeling. Okay. So there's cloud judgment. Okay. So the advice here is to find a way to center yourself. Find a way to become whole again so that you won't doubt your intuition. For the most part, removing cloud judgment. And I'm a guilty of association when it comes to overthinking. And sometimes when we overthink, it can create thoughts that are not real. Okay, so keep that in mind too. Clarify fine wine with trust your gut feeling. That's inverted. I'm hearing you're the missing piece of the puzzle. You complete something. Grounding is needed. You have do not be frustrated. It's inverted. So this is a good sign. Because upright, it means you are frustrated. So there is a sense of I'm getting two sides of the coin. The top side of the coin, I'm getting someone needs to be centered to get to be whole again. And the other side of it, I'm getting that it's okay to be whole again. You know what I mean? Deja vu. Thank you. Don't be frustrated. It's inverted. So this is telling me that there's something more, there's something unknown that's happening, and you're trying to pinpoint what that is. You're trying to make sense of something. I'm here to tell you personally, people, places, or things are not going to fill whatever void that you have. They're temporary fulfillments. How you can make them long-term fulfillments is when you make yourself a priority. Whatever choices that you make, they're your fulfilling choices, and everything merges together. But when you go about life looking for wholeness in other people, you're going to um, let yourself down, is what I'm trying to say, viewer. Okay. Is it normal to let yourself down? Yes. That is an experience that you experience. And the question is, have you learned from letting yourself down? We let ourselves down all the times. We don't even realize that that's what we're doing, until you're fed up with letting yourself down. And when you're fed up, you know, you never know what choices you may make or partake in. With this fine wine, it's not about you being rough around the edges when it comes to the advice. It's no. Fine wine was the center of the reading. Uh, Not trusting your gut feeling is the advice, and it's saying you need to trust yourself. Others of you, you need to remove cloud judgment. Overthinking causes cloud judgment. Taking opinions of others causes cloud judgment too, especially when you've already made a decision. Whatever this is, it either adds value to you, or this is a realization of how much value you are. Okay. It's Nine of Pentacles energy. It's someone who needs to be, how do I say this? It's like needing to have some sense of reassurance, whether that's your appearance, your value, your character. Don't be frustrated with hope, because I'm looking at this star here. Don't be frustrated with hope. Clarify the advice. Trust your gut feeling. I want to clarify. Why is my card bent? This is crazy. I need to take better care of my cards, because I don't even know why this card is bent. Stuff be happening to my stuff for no reason. Like, even I don't care if I pay attention to my stuff. It's just, it be those moments of where you want to accuse people, like you did this, but you have no proof. But you know, for you, when you know how you treat your things. Tell me about this fine wine. I want to know more about this fine wine. You have the Five of Cups, disappointment. Viewer, I don't think you have recognized, you're not acknowledging your growth. And don't wait for anyone to acknowledge your growth. The Five of Cups with a fine wine, this is the moment where you need to forgive yourself for not acknowledging your growth. Tell me about this. Trust your gut feeling that's inverted, pertaining to the advice of removing cloud judgment, the Ten of Wands. Don't be frustrated with where you are in life at this moment, or whatever situation or circumstance that you're in. Do not be frustrated. You're not bound to this Ten of Wands. And the fact that this Ten of Wands is clarifying, trust your gut feeling. I feel like you don't have hope of things getting better, because don't be frustrated is inverted, meaning you're not frustrated, but there may be the lack of there may be the lack thereof when it comes to hope. Now tell me about this hope. Yeah, grounding is needed. Two cards fell on the ground. You have the Ace of Cups, love. Yeah. You may feel like this is all be all, but there's more life. Like, your growth is going to take you. I'm hearing greater, like it's greater, something greater. It's time to start thinking. I was just talking about this. Don't have a scarcity mindset. Okay. Don't have a scarcity mindset at this time. Tell me about this scarcity mindset. Tell me about, and I'm not going to keep this up. This is just just popping on here right now. Tell me about the scarcity mindset. All right, all these cards came out. Okay. Scarcity mindset. The mountain. This is something you're going to have to get over. Remove the scarcity. Remove what lacks. Stop thinking about what you don't have. Some of you have done the work and you haven't realized that you are the mountain. And until you remove yourself, meaning of thinking that things are not going to get better, the question I have for you, viewer, do you want a new beginning? Do you want a new experience? Do you want to feel whole again? I need you to identify what lacks and accept what lacks, whether this is your character, you just as a human being, or the things that you want in life. What lacks? If it's people, what type of people lack in your life? And then claim what it is that you want. And then continue life and allow those things, allow yourself to attract yourself. Because with fine wine, the value that you hold is greater than your perception. What is the I am message? Listen to life. Was just saying this. Identify what lacks and take your time. Don't rush it. Focus on one thing at a time. What lacks? And then what do you want to replace that with so it does not lack anymore? So if you want someone to be kind, continue to be kind. Be a kind person so that you can attract these kind people. Okay? Shining light. I told you were attractive. I think it's the poor mindset is what's causing the cloud judgment. For some of you, you don't see the Nine of Pentacles yet. You don't see it yet. I wish I had my other deck to show you. But if you Google or Bing or whatever, Yahoo, I don't know, whatever you use, look up the Nine of Pentacles, and it is a person that has a Nine of Pentacles around them. Tell me what the outcome is. What is the outcome? Hopefully no more cards fall on the ground. What is the outcome? Accepting challenges. So confirmation 3 times. I need you to identify what lacks. Okay? And I need you to really, if you don't know, accept that you don't know what you want to replace what lacks. Don't go off your what you think your desire is. Like really, research it, of how do you replace the things that lack. Let me help you out. Let me see. There is a reading about becoming a minimalist too. I have a reading. I can't remember what it's titled. Yeah, this is all about removing a scarcity mindset or a scarcity way of living. You have to get out. I'm gonna let you do that's your assignment. You have to get out of wanting the resist to change. Okay, because you've grown so much. Okay, especially with this fine wine here. You've come to calmer waters, but you're disappointed because things are not currently out panning the way you want it to. It's like you want to control everything, but you have to allow life's components to do its thing too. Even the attraction of people who want to come in with trust your gut feeling and is inverted, being clarified by the burdens. It's kind of like, hypothetically, you're attracting people that want to come in and turn this burden into happiness, but you may not see that. That's why when I say clarify the scarcity, you have this mountain and then you have this crone here, a scarcity mindset, holding on to lack. Some of you may feel cursed, and that's not that. It's your mindset. For some of you, it's accepting the challenges. It's to get out of the scarcity mindset, get out of the lack. There's this thing in the Bible that talks about speak to the mountain, command the mountain to move. Command whatever lacks to remove itself out of your life and replace it with wholeness. It's I want to be whole again. Okay. Overall, I am message for the viewer. balance. It's inverted. So give me what is the serenity in reverse? The calm. Confirming this disappointment. You see these calmer waters? They're calm, but there's disappointment. And then there's these roots on this dress with green that confirm the growth. It's like you're refusing to see the growth from the disappointment that you've had in the past. But you're looking ahead and saying, I want calmer waters, but it's flooded with calmer water. And that could represent the fine wine as well. It's not toxic. Don't allow anyone to, for some of you, this is not all of you, don't allow anyone to project toxicity on you. Don't allow anyone to taint your calm waters. Now, about the calm, it says, and you can use this as an affirmation. It says, I breathe, live, and grow the light within me. I do one thing at a time and focus on the present moment. I cast off my doubts and all fears, despites, and I find peace in my being. Despites, and I find peace in my being. Saying becoming whole again. I don't know your situation, but your spread is saying get rid of scarcity, get rid of the thinking of lack, get rid of thinking that you're not enough when you're fine wine. And there's the toxicity, the overindulgence. Okay, you may be someone's toxicity, and they could be projecting their toxicity on you. That's for some of you. Others of you, something that was hard is no longer burdensome. But you have trust issues when it comes to making decisions because of this scarcity mindset. All right. Let's read the calm again, and then we're going to conclude, and we'll go from there. It says, I breathe, live, and grow the light within me. I do one thing at a time and focus on the present moment. I cast off my doubts, all fears, despites, and I find peace in my being. I want to see what this word means. I don't get the calm that much. It's DISSIPATES. Because I want to say despite. How do you say it? Oh, dissipate. I was way off. Okay, dissipate. This is about disappearing with the reference to feel are other entangled things. So you want the lack to disappear. You want the scarcity the mindset to disappear. Others of you, I don't want you to give up. Okay. And it's not the moment where it's like, well, someone's doing better than you, or it could be worse. No, this is the moment that I tell you personally that I want you to survive. I want you to thrive. And I want you to identify, not the desire, but to really identify what lacks within yourself, people, your situation. And I want you to identify what you want to replace what lacks. But I want you to become whole. And that's going to be a process. It is a process. Okay, especially if you are a person that gets triggered easily, right? Where you're hard on yourself. Okay. You're not alone. Every reading is not going to resonate with you. But just knowing that I am here, do share your story. Put in the comment section. so that you can be a spiritual guiding light to someone else who's having difficult times with finding wholeness, who's having a difficult time with removing that scarcity mindset, removing the lack thereof. Okay? Because what used to be a burden is no longer a burden. But because you went through some type of burdens, it is causing cloud judgment when it comes to really trusting your intuition. Okay? And this one, the overall, it says trust your inner resources. When is the last time that you asked the universe to open it, or to work on your behalf? Okay. When is the last time that you asked the Most High to work on your behalf? When have you reached out to your angels? We have good angels and we have bad angels. Please, whoever you are, don't turn into a bad person because no one at this time sees your light. Because some of you are going through an ascension, and you're thinking that people are disappointing you, and you're really disappointing yourself. That's the mountain that needs to be moved. You disappointing yourself by already creating an outcome, and when that outcome doesn't happen, then you're afraid to um, to move forward. You're afraid to try new things because of what happened in the past. Okay, I am not a physician, but I will say, look it up. You know, is your emotions up and down? Do you not understand why you cry out of the blue? Do you not understand why you're angry out of the blue? Do you understand why you have trust issues? Because I don't feel like it's trust issues with people, it's trust issues with yourself. You don't trust yourself. And that is a mountain that needs to be moved. I love you. I do. I'm being guided to read Serenity. And then we're going to close. It says, through love, release the inner work and know peace. I have a gentle view of life and welcome every step with confidence. I remain brave in the face of fear and have the wisdom to let the universe do its work. Some of you have mountains that you need to release because it's holding you back. And one thing I will say, because I never talked about it, but there in my past, I want to share this with you. I didn't think that, because I don't go out and hang out, you know what I mean? I don't like to spend money on things that I know that I can do and enjoy my own company, to the point that I got so comfortable in my own company that people are able to identify that I would indulge in drinking. And it took a lot of time to pass for me to be able to realize that. And I will say this, when I don't drink, my thought process is very clear. Very, very clear. So some of you, it's about what you consume in your body. It doesn't have to be alcohol, but there's something that you have to remove out of your life so that you can be able to have this completeness within a wholeness. Okay. And attract people who are whole, then attract people who are damaged. And because when you attract damaged people, their damages damage you. That's that projector. You become them. So I do care. I care. I don't know your story. I want to know your story. And if you're confident enough or you feel safe to share. You don't have to do it today. But when you are ready, I want you to be a spiritual guiding light for someone else, because my experiences are testimonies. It may be common, but it may not move you. Today may not be your day. You know what I mean? It may not be your day. It may be, okay, this is not the message that's going to allow me to take action and do what I need to do so that my life can feel whole again. And I want you, when you're ready, you'll be ready. Okay? So I love you. All inquiries, email spiritualguidinglight@gmail.com. I'm also being guided, since this is a collective reading. This is not a personal reading. I am being guided to give earth, air, fire, and water signs your I am message. If it's inverted, this is what you need to work on. Okay? That could be accepting that challenge and work on it. Okay? So we're going to start off with my earth signs: Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I am message is self-love. You need to work on self-love, my earth signs. Water signs: Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. What does my water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces need to work on? Taking action. Action is inverted. Okay. If you are feeling like you lack self-love, it's because you're in earth energy. Okay. Meaning you need to take action with self-love. Okay. And the other way around. Earth signs. If you feel that water energy, which is, this is a fire energy, but this was what came out for the water signs. Calm those waters. We said the affirmation, the calm. I breathe, live, and grow the light within me. I do one thing at a time and focus on the present moments. I cast off my doubts, all fears. How do we say that word again? Oh, goodness. Hold on. Dissipates, and find peace in my being. Dissipates. I hope I can remember that. All right. My air signs: Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. What is their I am message? So work needs to be done in the collective. Success. Inverted. My air signs: you need to acknowledge your growth. You need to acknowledge the accolades that you have already accomplished. It's like you there's no movement. You're overwhelmed, and you shouldn't be overwhelmed anymore. What was a burden shouldn't be a burden anymore. Who's left? We have earth, water, air, fire signs. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Release. All of your cards are inverted. All of them. Okay. Don't allow anyone to project any of this on you. If someone wants to release you, release them. Allow that mountain to, don't. My air signs. You will find success. But what does success mean to you? My water signs. It's time to center yourself and find that peace so that you can take action. And my earth signs. You need to practice self-love. Give yourself that much. Because it feels like love is what lacks. And I need you to practice loving you the way you want to be loved. And don't allow anyone to project on you that you don't care about yourself or you don't love yourself. All right? Okay. All right. And what is the overall direction for the collective? Overall direction, please. Balance. The Temperance is right here. The Four of Swords, relaxation. That's peace. It says in the upright, the Four of Swords is telling you to kick back and relax, viewer. Whether you're emerging from a battle or you've been putting in too many hours at work, you're overdoing it and need to take a breather. A period of rest will allow you to reemerge with renewed strength and focus. And here's that harmony, that temperance. It says avoid extremes in any direction so that you can get this, step into this Four of Swords, this peace, relaxation, restoration. Restoration creates wholeness. It says regarding the temperance, fire energy, Sagittarius to be exact, it says avoid extremes in any direction. Take the middle road in decision making. In all things, try to bring about a balance. Go forward with patience and test the waters carefully before jumping into suddenly. Be sure to examine your priorities carefully. It's very direct, very direct. So I even received that message. I have a lot of work that I need to do too. You're not alone. Just because someone's a tarot reader or intuitive reader does not mean our life is perfect at all. You have to go through things to be able to have the experience. Just saying. Don't forget, love is kind, love is gentle. Until we meet again.